But now let's look at the euro and the eurozone. The people opposed in every country where they were permitted to vote. They opposed joining the European Union, the same way you oppose erasing the borders with Mexico. But the oligarchs, who basically are about a dozen men, who are the most vile, evil men in the history of the world. Remember Dr. Evil in some of the movies? Well, guess what? He actually exists. He buys and sells currencies. He buys and sells currencies and busts nations overnight. He breaks them over his knee. He's a man. He has a name. I'm not going to give you the name. But you know the name. Yes, yes, you know the name. There are just a few men like that who can buy and sell a nation's currencies, and they hold them hostage. In a sane time, they would be arrested and sent to Devil's Island. In the same time, their assets would have been seized, and they would have been sent out of the nation that let them in, because this man was an immigrant to this country. This particular man was a refugee to this country, but this man paid us back by breaking the country over his knee and foisting upon us the most horrendous president imaginable. Yes, this man has a name, and he is the arch enemy of all of your freedoms. But this man has a design, which is a one-world government run by a few oligarchs. No borders, no nationality, no national anthems, no flags. In fact, I don't know if there would be a language permitted, a language differential in the long run. You know, there was a talk years ago. Remember, 60 years ago, there was a hope from the UN that there'd be an international language known as Esperanto. Remember, I grew up under the aura of the concept of a world government. I was a young boy when this was talked about, Esperanto. We'd all give up our language and we'd learn a world language called Esperanto. But you don't hear about Esperanto anymore. Today, Esperanto is something different. Today, Esperanto has become currency manipulation. So to get back to the Eurozone,